my goodness, I haven't spoken about my relationship with food in such a long time. And that's mainly because life has been having me, to put it mildly. Okay, but I wanted to come in and just say hello and also just check on you. How has your relationship with food been going so far? But also to say that, you know what, my relationship with food is still complicated. Oh my goodness, I laugh because if I don't, I will certainly cry. It's complicated, but it has improved. It's improved in that I'm no longer as much of an emotional eater as I was before, and that took for me a lot of work. It did. I'm not gonna lie. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of effort to get to the point where I can say those lines, where I can say, I am not as much of an emotional eater as I was before. It took a whole lot of work for me to get to that point. My relationship with food has also improved because I figured out, or I am figuring out, how to eat for my specific body type. I am an endomorph, which means that I am sensitive to calorie and carb consumption. And I think that's something that's misunderstood, particularly by people with other body types and also by endomorphs themselves, right? Like, I just didn't understand what it meant to have my body type and how I needed to eat specifically for my body type. Figuring out that I'm an endomorph has been a game changer for me, and in learning to make peace with it and learning to eat for my body type has helped me understand why I struggled as long as I did, and it has also helped me contextualize my current struggles with food and my weight and my body, and most importantly, it helped me understand why so much of the information that's out there on the internet about weight loss and health does not apply to me. So it's been a very big learning journey, but I'm very grateful for it, and honestly speaking, it's been more empowering than it has been disempowering. It's certainly been challenging, and it continues to be challenging, but it's also empowering. And I just wanted to come and say, like, specifically to the endomorphs, to people who have a very particular body type, right? If you're not familiar with different sort of body types or metabolic types, go look it up, okay? Some say the science on this is a bit icky, but I found it to be very helpful in just understanding my body and why my relationship with food is the way that it is. But I wanted to say to those with the specific body type that I have, particularly the endomorphs, I send you so much love. I know how hard it is to maintain a healthy weight as an endomorph and to have a decent relationship with food as an endomorph, especially if this is not the type of thing that you learn from your family or your people in your life, really. If no one really showed you how to eat for your body type, how to design a lifestyle for your body type, I know how challenging it can be. But like I said, for me, it's really helped me just to understand that one simple fact, and it's helped me figure out how to eat, why certain things happen to me when I eat certain foods, and why I cannot listen to all the influences of the world when they talk about health, because oftentimes they're talking about their specific body types. They're not talking about me and my body type. I see people on the internet talking about how they lost weight and they were eating oats and rice and potatoes. I know that could never be me, So it's a real struggle. And a lot of the time when you're an endomorph, people make you feel like you're crazy, like you're imagining things, or like you're just lazy. That's why you're not a healthy weight. You're just lazy, or whatever it is that people say, or that's why you struggle with weight. You're just lazy, and it's like, no, endomorphs, for me anyway, in my experience and some of the endomorphs that I speak to, we are so conscious about our health and our weight, but it's so hard to maintain a healthy weight because of just how sensitive we are to carb and calorie consumption, So if that's you, I just wanted to say, you're not crazy. You're not imagining things. I hope that you find something that works for you. I've more or less found a system that works for me. I oscillate between different diets. That doesn't mean that I'm always on a diet. It's just that I've had to build a system, but it's very specific to me. It's not the type of thing I could recommend to anybody else. It works for me because of my own relationship with food and because of my personality and how I relate to food. So each person, I think, has to find their own thing that works for them. Anyway, so that's all I have for today. I didn't really have anything profound to say. I just wanted to come in and say hi and ask you how your relationship with food is doing. I think it's one of those things that we all have a relationship with food, but we don't really ever talk about it in those terms. Like, how's your relationship with food doing? How's it going? Or we often talk about other relationships in our lives, but not so much our relationship with food. And mine has improved, even though it's still complicated. Anyway, have a lovely day, and we'll talk again next time. Bye.